Alright, welcome back. Today, time to finish up Feros. We've learned about the Thorian. We've learned that it's controlling the people of Zeus Hope. Now we see if we can find a way to stop it. Alright. First, we should get Liz reunited with her mom. It's on the way. Gives. I never noticed that. When you drive over fires in the Mako, it tells you that's a hazard. I never even noticed that before. That's kind of cool.
Is there anybody? Is there anyone picking this up? Get away from that radio!
What was that all about?
This is Juliana Bainham of Feros Colony. Please, help us.
That's my mom! Stop! Stop! We're over!
Yep. That was the plan. I mean, yeah. Did want to make sure your mom knew you were safe. But, yeah, let's see what's going on now. Hey, guys.
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard, damn it. I knew it was too much to hope that Geth would kill you.
Hey!
I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what happened on Akuz. This doesn't have to end like that.
Yeah, it can end with me shooting you if you don't shut up.
We can talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Are you gonna tell them about the Thorian, or should I?
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zeus Hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
This, right here, literally the most difficult dialogue option in the game. Requires 12 charm. No other... There's one other dialogue option that can require max charm or intimidate. You can also do it with 10 charm, or 10 intimidate. 10 intimidate solves it, so the renegade path actually has an easier time. Otherwise, you just kill him. Which is ridiculous to me. He's a pencil pusher. The idea that Shepard can't just knock him out, I don't... It's so ridiculous that the only options are either max out your charm or shoot him in the face. It's just such a weird thing.
Can't you see the inherent potential in this colony? Think of the promotional opportunities.
Opportunities? What the hell are you talking about?
They recovered from an alien attack on a frontier world. Add that to your company profile.
Well, yeah. No one's ever gone broke playing the champion of humanity card.
Sadly, you'd probably make a killing. But if it will let us get back to our lives, I'm for it.
It just might work. Wait, no, but the infected colonists will throw a bit of a wrench in that plan. No, they need to disappear.
I'll make you
can't
disappear.
Just kill the colonists. It's not their fault.
If you kill only the Thorian, it might be enough to stop the infection. Maybe.
It's worth a try, but I don't know if I can avoid harming the colonists.
There has to be another way.
Maybe there is. Come and talk to me before you leave, Commander.
Just make sure there's no evidence when you're done. You shouldn't be wasting time. Deal with the Thorian. You shouldn't be wasting time.
Yeah, it's
Deal
just
with the Thorian.
like if you don't have that charm option, then he basically taunts you into killing him. Like, come on, and then you shoot him, and it's like, but like, you're one of the most badass people in the galaxy. You know, you're a Spectre. By definition, you are more dangerous than anyone else. Than almost anybody else. You're the most badass human in the galaxy, and you've got, no matter who you bring with you, you've got two other absolute badasses with you. And you can't just, like, punch him? Or shoot him non-fatally? It's so stupid. Anyways.
I'm glad you decided to help us. I think there's a way to avoid killing the colonists.
What'd you have in mind?
Run up and beat them.
I think you could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
Worth a try.
Dodgy. But it just might work.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Equip your grenades with the anti-Thorian gas upgrade. This will disable infected colonists without killing them.
We'll stay out of your way until you clear a path. Good luck. It's almost time, isn't it? Maybe we can free our friends after all. I have to help them. It's my fault this happened.
Not really. It's not really your fault.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
I mean, not wrong.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again, Commander.
I'm glad to be of help.
You've brokered a far gentler resolution than many colonies manage.
It's what I do.
Exogeny Corp appreciates your cooperation.
Not a bad outcome. Everyone wins. Your handling of Exogeny was impressive.
That's what I do.
We ran when the attack hit.
I'm a people person like that.
We've been trapped.
Why build a colony if you don't intend...
It just can't get worse than this.
Alright. Yeah, I'm still getting lots and lots of money rounds. Alright, and now for literally the one time in the game where the grenades are useful. Well, almost time for it anyway. There's the enemies. Another level, alright. Fine. Boom! Alright. Alright. Well, that thing's creepy.
What the hell was that? I don't know what that plant does to people, but that's not human.
No!
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
Whatever you say, Commander. Let's do it.
I'm pretty sure this means that they will, actually avoid shooting at you. So that they will actually avoid shooting at the colonists. So, fun fact, the very first time I played through the game, I was under the, obviously, mistaken impression that those were the columns. So, I used my grenades on them. All of my grenades. And, yeah, I used all my grenades, thinking that I was,
The gas have brought ruin to this world.
thinking I was taking out those creepers. But I was still playing a Paragon. So I wanted to save the colonists. So the only thing I could think to do fortunately, you can't use it before they wake up. What was that? Right. The only thing I could think to do was to, I thought I might be better here. Was basically to keep overloading my to keep intentionally overloading my I don't like shotguns. Keep intentionally overloading my sniper rifle, then run up and deal with them at that point. Hey. Alright, you freaky little bastard. Come on. Yeah, there's no, on the original 360 version, there was no dedicated, melee button. It's just if you got close enough, you would automatically do it. But it was risky, because,
Fire in the hole!
all over the Borealis. Let's move one of the cargo blocks and see what crawls out.
Hope you guys are doing okay. Did I get credit? Looks like I got credit. So yeah, it's a really risky way to do it. What? You there? You there?
Get down!
I think I got them.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, because I mean, like, if your gun is overheated, then you might risk just running up and killing them. I didn't want to do that. So, yeah, I would intentionally overheat my gun, and then run up and kill them. Or run up and hit them. Since I could be guaranteed that I'd use melee if the gun was overheated.
That's the last of them.
Needless to say, not an easy way of going about it.
There's the controls for the crane, Commander. Can you make sense of them?
Of course I can. And I think I got everybody. I think I was actually able to save everybody. Hey, they blocked off the path to the Normandy. That's rude. Alright.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
Again, I couldn't just wound him. I couldn't use one of the grenades on him at that point. I don't know, it just seems... It's one of those things where, like... Yeah. Cutscenes don't let you be... competent. It's a cutscene, it's a moment of cutscene incompetence. Always disappointing. And yep, I saved everybody. Because I am the best. Anything I should do here? Still want to get that done. Yeah, I think that maxes out my paragon, so I'll get another. So I'll be getting a mission soon. Her. There. There you go. And Tally, let's get you to work. Let's get to work on your damping. actually, before I continue, I can bother. Shredder ramps. There we go. Whatever. And alright, so let's see what's in here. Oh, well, that's already pretty gross looking.
Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... Kira, what is that?
We are gonna need bigger guns.
Yeah, isn't this thing pleasant? Ew, it's dripping. Doesn't really look like a plant. Oh, it's throwing up. That's unpleasant.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
Pass.
You gave something to Saren. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground in a new growth.
Ah. Wow. Ah, she is a little bit quicker than I thought. Right, she's coming right off. Yeah, they poison.
Commander, definitely something different in this area. Think we're good, Commander?
Audio seems to be acting a little bit roused.
That got its attention. Has to be more of those around.
Yeah, this whole thing is gross. Ew! No, I don't want to. No one wants to see that. We didn't need to see that part, BioWare. That seems like kind of a lot. Yeah, I kind of got to leave time to think for the, An interesting thing is that in the original, for some reason, those nodes were... Okay. Those nodes were sort of marked with... much biotics don't seem to have much effect on her. Had like a had like a little points on them that sort of indicated that if you put only a certain amount of damage in them, that it would yeah, that maybe something would happen. They seem to have improved it here. Yeah, it had, like I said, it was sort of markings. So like at, you know, at a certain... Creepers. I don't like them. Yeah, just when certain... See if I can sort of...
Perimeter clear.
Are you sure? Sure doesn't look clear to me. New armor? You want a piece of that, Dash? Guess not. Yeah, so, like, maybe... Well, that's not going to work. I was hoping I could sort of use MES to indicate, but... Yeah, at certain points along that bar where it says the Thorian notes health, there'd be a couple of little arrows. And it always gave the impression that if you damage the nodes sort of within those in between those arrows, that yeah, it might give a different outcome. You might be able to spare the Thorian. Obviously, you can't. The Thorian dies as it deserves to. Yeah. Spoiler alert, I guess. But... Oh, hush. You with their gross noises.
All clear.
Anything up here? That's a big ol' no.
We're on the right track. Hostile contact.
Clone is pretty good at what it does. Will you stop making gross noises, bastard? I'm being more cautious than I really need to be here, but can you blame me with how gross all this stuff is? And I forget if there's actually anything at the end of this corridor.
Commander.
Don't see anything here, so let's retreat to a somewhat safer distance. By which I mean all the way over here. And there we go. Good riddance to that thing. Oh, this one's blue. It seems pretty normal.
I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
And here's Shiala, who is voiced, incidentally, by Gwendolyn Yo, the same woman who voiced Shaira, the consort.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Seems so.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen.
I think we saw it.
He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers.
Oh?
They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
So Saren's ship can control people. That's interesting. And raises even more questions about where he came from.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
Interesting. So the Thorian's over 50,000 years old. So it's a real old thing. Also, yeah. Makes sense about the beacon.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need the cipher.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every
creepy
action
music.
sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are a part of you now.
Are you alright, Shepard? What'd she do?
I really like her little speech before doing that. It's a really cool speech that she gives. And just a really good scene. The music is fun, and the music really heightens it. Makes it even more intense. Yeah, that whole speech about, everyone being connected and all that. Finishing, of course, with embrace eternity, which is just a great phrase.
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
You look a little queasy. We should get you back to the ship.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Well, thank you.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I am grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
That's fair. It was an abomination. It needed to die, but it's a shame that it needed to die.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries, I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous. But I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
I want to know more about Benezia.
Benezia was greatly respected among our people. A powerful biotic, even for an Asari. She was widely known as a teacher of philosophy and religion. She always sought the paths of peace and harmony. She joined with Saren because she hoped to turn him away from his path of destruction.
Instead, she became one of his most powerful allies.
As I mentioned before, Matriarch Benezia underestimated Saren. Be sure you do not make the same mistake.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has.
Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it comes from. Its design does not match that of any known spacefaring species. It dwarfs any vessel in the Citadel or Alliance fleets. Its weapons are devastating, its defenses virtually impenetrable. With it, Saren believes he is unstoppable.
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers.
The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments more persuasive, more compelling. Spend enough time in Sovereign's presence and you will lose yourself. There is no other way to explain it.
Indoctrination. Our first time hearing about that. Won't be the last, obviously. Ancient ship. Presumably it's a Reaper ship. Yeah, one has to assume. I may as well spoil it. Yes, it is a Reaper ship. Actually, I'll spoil something else. The Mass Effect novel, the one, was it Revelation? Ascension? I don't remember. But that first Mass Effect novel, the one that covers the adventure that, the mission that Anderson went on with Saren, it ends with Saren finding the ship.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of up to them.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
I can't believe it. Jong says we'll have all the money we need to keep this place running. It's because of you, Shepard. I can't thank you enough.
Why is there still fighting going on?
Ships are already on their way here with supplies. We'll be the biggest human colony yet. Jong may be corrupt, but he certainly got us a great deal.
Thank you so much. Now Exogeny will pour the money in. We'll be able to rebuild and then some. Soon we'll have everything we need. We're going to be very busy. You won't recognize anything in a year. A clean slate.
Looks like the colony will survive after all.
Yep.
Only Exogeny had supported us from the start. This is great. We'll have more than enough to make it work this time. The frontier is a lot more dangerous.
It's nice to finally get the support we deserve.
So, yeah, so there's two ways it can go. This colony can survive or it can fail.
This wouldn't have happened if Exogeny had backed us from the start.
Its success or failure depends on your actions throughout this mission. Basically, there's a point system. It needs, I think, 14 points, I believe, for the colony to survive. Each colonist you rescue counts for 1 point. Sparing either Jong or Shiala adds, I think, 5 points. And each of the 4 sort of little missions, the food, the water, those things count for, I think, 4 points.
I never thought we'd get this much support from the Home Office. We fought hard for this colony. We're not soldiers.
We've never had funding like this before. Feros could have been great if we'd had the support we asked for. We really forced Exogeny to see our potential. We fought hard for this colony.
Oh, thanks again. That data will be very valuable once I get out of here. Oh, thanks again.
Did you move your that entire box over here?
Never seen.
All of a sudden,
You sure get results.
Damn right.
We asked for help in the beginning.
Exogeny could have.
If Exogeny had just...
We tried to fight on.
There's not much you can do.
I don't know how you convinced them to reinvest, but thank you.
Never seen such.
All of a sudden, it's like we're worth something.
These colonists may not have much, but this...
I hope the new money doesn't spoil this place. You won't recognize this place when we're done.
All traces of the Thorian will be erased in short order. Feros will have a second chance thanks to you. I think this plan of yours just might work.
It better. If it doesn't, I'm coming back and shooting you.
All traces of the Thorian will be erased in short...
I fought so hard, but any thought of my own caused so much pain.
It's okay.
We can rebuild this place. We're stronger than the company gives us credit for. I hope we can make this colony work. I fought so hard.
I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
Farewell, Shiala.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
Alright, so... do a little walking around, see if there's, yeah, didn't think there'd be anyone over here. You can still go back and do the, like, if you didn't do those food and water and whatever requests beforehand, you can go back and do them now. I don't think you can go back to the Exogeny base, though. Calantha, that's her name.
Thank you for everything you tried to do here. Finally, we have hope again.
Weird audio.
It was in my head. Like getting slapped every time your eyes left the ground. I don't know if I want to stay, but I'm glad we have the choice. Thank you for it.
I'm free. Thank you for giving me my mind back. It was awful. Every time I thought about speaking out, even the memory is painful.
Glad you're recovering.
Make this colony work. We just need to build it for ourselves. After a while, we just instinctively did what the Thorian wanted.
I'm glad you guys are getting better.
Free. I can't believe I'm free.
You fought harder than anyone.
That was a nightmare. No one should ever feel pain like that. I really need a vacation.
I can imagine. Yo, Davey.
Thank you for everything you did. Thanks to you, Greta and I can start over. The Thorian controlled us with pain.
Yeah, so I heard.
I never expected this much trouble. I guess that's what makes it a frontier.
No, I think this is unique.
The only thing I can say for that plant is it made me forget how hungry I am.
You'll get food soon.
I prefer hunger to slavery, thank you very much. They said we'd never last on Feros. We'll prove them wrong. I didn't think we'd get through this, but there's good times ahead.
Feros will be back in shape in no time, Commander. We'll make sure of it. I want to try and make this colony work. I hope we'll have the chance now. I think I'll stay. I'll reclaim the colony. It's a chance for a new beginning.
Are you sure that's your choice?
I'm free. Thank you. I'm so glad to get that plan out of my head.
They tell me you survived the coups. Glad you're on our side.
You don't even know what a coup
Planet's
means.
not so bad, but it isn't under the grip of some hidden threat.
As the explosions still go off in the
It
distance.
feels so good to be free again. We have another chance at making a home here. We'll try our best to make this colony work. I know we can do it.
Yeah, I got that already.
Thanks,
Anna.
Commander. It's great to be free again. It was hell, you know. Any honest thought hurt. Just like staring at the sun.
Wow, I'm gonna come over to this side and see if your head is less weird.
You did a good thing for Feros, but I'm getting out while I can. I've had enough of the colony life.
Good for you.
I'm ready to go back to Earth. Things are simpler there.
I have my own thoughts again. Thank you, Commander. Now that the alien influence is purged, we can get back to building a profitable colony.
Profitable.
We'll build up our defenses and make sure Feros stays in human hands. Feros will survive, thanks to you.
Have I seen Greta? Is she still manning the barricades over here? Yep. Ledra.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
Oops. Yeah, your guy in the Citadel, I'm sure would be happy to hear that you're not dead.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head. I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
Glad to help.
Thanks for getting me these power cells. Now, hopefully I can get this damn thing working.
You're facing the wrong way to fix it.
Thanks for getting me these power cells. Now, hopefully
It will take time for things to get back to normal around here. The gas are gone. The water. Everything's good.
Glad to help.
I'm free again. Thank you for everything. I forgot what it was like to have a thought of my own.
Hey, Greta. Oh, still holding the gun. It's time to keep on the security.
Thank you for freeing us.
The Thorian forced me to think what it wanted. I felt when you killed it.
Oh.
That thing got into my head pretty deep. It hurt so much. I'm glad we'll have another chance here. That's all Davin and I have ever wanted.
Well, yeah, I'm glad we were able to help those people. I'm glad things are better for them. I'm glad they've got another chance. This is unnecessarily creepy. Down here. Yeah, Feros, it's a hell of a mission overall. Yeah, it's nice view. Yeah, there's just a lot to unpack with it. The Thorian is a very interesting alien creature. Really creepy and unsettling. But hey, it's over. I'm sure the colonists will be fine now.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I'm sure we'll never hear any bad news coming out of Feros ever again.
Decontamination in progress.
Yeah, the people who are staying, the people who have decided to stay, you almost kind of have to wonder, is it their choice?
Decontamination in progress.
Yeah, hurry up.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
Yeah, I'm suffering some ill effects. There's some weird texture pop in. That's a result of the cipher, right? Is the texture pop in that, like, the cipher causes that. So yeah, it's all in my head.
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Wow, and,
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. Incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the commander's mind is incomplete.
Yeah, that vision doesn't get any less unpleasant on repeated viewings.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines.
Told ya.
I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chalkwash should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
You sure it was the joining? I feel fine.
Your role in our communion is passive. I am the one who must submerge myself in your mind, drown myself in your thoughts. It is more difficult than it looks. The human subconscious instinctively resists the joining, Commander. A strong personality like yours makes it even harder.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Feros report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
Yeah. Maybe. But...
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best, then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Well, are you really angry that I didn't kill people? Like, are you seriously angry that I didn't just shoot a bunch of innocent people? Come on, buddy.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
I mean, I sacrificed the ruins on Therum. And I'll just have a couple of quick conversations here.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
You're not the boss of me.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
I'll park wherever I want to park. And if that means mutant zombies, then you are just gonna have to deal with it. Sorry, Joker. But that's just how it is. Caden, let's see if I can let you down here.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Of course.
Of course. Have a seat.
We've played it pretty
There is
close
no
to the book
seat.
so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
This a personal observation, Caden?
I don't want to step on anyone else's toes, especially if you're if I have misread your interests.
Someone? You're referring to our young Prothean expert.
I think she's older than both of us put together, but, yeah. There's a lower deck rumor that she's, interested in you, as more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady. Not to my, tastes, but, I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
Look, there's nothing between Liara.
You're right. Sorry. It wasn't, Liara's not my main concern. I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. Do you get my meaning?
What have I been letting slide?
Talk to me, Caden. You got a little black rain cloud sitting over your head.
I'll try to keep the deck dry. You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified, because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Thorians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Thorians for help when we just fought a war with them.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Thorians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Thorian mercenaries.
They couldn't have hired Asari mercenaries?
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Thorian by the name of Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver.
Canada.
He had an inland home that matured to New Beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all of this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
So you think you have leave to talk like we're more than officers?
I got some signals. Maybe some static too, I guess. If I'm out of line, just say the word.
Sorry, Caden. This was just a battlefield thing.
There's my answer then. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Commander. I got some mixed signals. With your permission, I should return to my duties. Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. Hell of a deal you worked out with John, though. If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my advocate.
He doesn't...
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
He can continue to lead him on. I wanted to, like, nip it in the bud. I didn't want to keep leading him on. It's... If you do, you get a scene where you have to choose between if you lead on both romantic interests, both the Ara and the human interest, you actually get a scene where you're forced to choose, but you can ask if they want a threesome. The human declines. So if you kill Jong, then Caden mentioned something about a cousin who works as a farmer and getting in touch with him to bring in supplies, something like that.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
A little spooky how you handle that Jiang guy. Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corporate.
All you do is shove a stick up your ass and care more about money than people.
Painful. Think I'll leave that to you. No offense.
What's your opinion of...
Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corporate.
I was making it up as I went along. Every day this mission teaches me new skills.
Remind me never to play poker with you.
Nothing about the Thorian, come on.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
That's not the context in which don't ask, don't tell is used. That's, yeah, don't ask, don't tell. That's something very different, Ashley.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
Yeah,
you
she
must
did.
know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
I mean, why?
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Don't be rude, Shepard. I mean...
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that.
I'm the one who asked about your family.
Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
I asked about your family, Ash. Don't worry.
Like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Yeah, walking park is the perfect place to get it on. Dude, at least rent a hotel room. Come on. A park? In public? That's where you want your first time to be? Come on.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You said all of your sisters...
Hey.
You said all of your sisters...
Lynn did... Abby decided... They do great things to her figure, though.
Well, there goes that police option. Way to just get rid of a dialogue option there, guys.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
She cracked him in the face. Good.
When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Hey. Not wrong, though.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
I thought you said he was dead.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
If you choose this option, you mentioned no atheist in a foxhole, and having been in a lot of foxholes. But my shepherd's an atheist.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter, only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Alright, so yeah, that's a lot of dialogue. This video's gone pretty long, so I'm going to end it here. And in the meantime, I hope you have enjoyed it. Hey! Now I'm ready for Novaria. And I will see you in another video coming soon. probably do a couple of side quests. In the meantime, thanks for watching and have a nice night.